that's the reason that we've become a trusted, vital resource for donors and nonprofits. And as we head into the centennial year, one of the tasks we had was really reflecting on what the Foundation's role is in the community, and to try and better understand the value we bring to our donors, our clients, and the nonprofit sector. For more than a decade, we've always said to describe us as connecting people who care with causes that matter. And we've come to realize that's just one of the things that we do, because we have a statewide reach into every island community, coupled with decades of experience and relationships. And we convene, we partner, we advocate, we bring everything we learn to everything we do. And we are privileged to work with so many remarkable people, community and nonprofit leaders, policymakers, and philanthropists, like all of you here today. So we want to help you make the greatest impact possible. And we're sharing a goal to build a better Hawaii, and we appreciate all of your help. To put it simply, our job is to help those who do good do greater. And last year, as Glenn had mentioned, there was $46 million given out in grants across the state. And for Maui County, Hawaii Community Foundation distributed for scholarships over $550,000, which is remarkable. And grants for Maui County were a little over $4.7 million. While those numbers reflect both the generosity of our donors and clients and the collective impact we can have when we work together, they are just numbers. And really what's more important are the incredible people and stories behind the people. Because we have a few of those stories to share today with you. They're examples of giving that have enhanced the lives of those in need and enriched the lives of those who give. And really it's the epitome of the joy of giving on both parts. I wanted to introduce someone who's in the audience today, and she is someone who's been a leader in the community, and that's Janice Casco. Janice, do you mind standing? Janice has been incredibly giving as a legacy donor and a scholarship ambassador. I think you'll share with us a little bit about what a scholarship ambassador is. But she made a generous gift through a charitable remainder trust to create an endowed fund with Hawaii Community Foundation that will benefit Maui Preparatory. Thank you for that, Janice. Can you tell us why you decided to volunteer with Hawaii Community Foundation as a scholarship ambassador?
Well, most of you know I'm still working full-time, and it is a job. There are hundreds, if not thousands, correctly, of students who apply for these scholarships each year. And I wanted to help have a hand in giving an opportunity for students who work hard and may not have the means that some others may have to have a shot at getting a better education. We simply can't do that without your help. That's what it is.
Well, I know that part of the pull towards scholarships was because of what happened with you as a student. Can you share with us a little bit about that?
My family, we were raised in a small logging farming community, and my dad was a music teacher. And my mother didn't work. There was 5 of us that came along pretty quickly, and that was her job. So with a father as a music teacher, we had him for band for grades 6 through 12. So we had him for 7 years, all 5 of us did. And so we had a lot of strong values instilled in us on how we could be as good as the other kids, we had to be better. But more importantly, there was money. So 13, 14 years old, each of us had to find a job and go to work because we were told by our parents, we'll do everything we can to help you, but we can't get you a college education. And we believe you should all have a college education. Well, we saved our money, we opened bank accounts and saved for our own college from that age, and literally we worked in farming and everything from picking cucumbers to driving combines. So, Anyway, by the time we got to the high school years and through, our small community had a policy that no student that was the child of a teacher could qualify or apply for a scholarship. So we knew that very early on, and there was nothing that could be done at that time to change it. So each one of us had to do our best to provide for our own education, and all 5 of us were either salutatorians or valedictorians of classes that averaged 200 graduating. Not big, but big enough. So we each put ourselves through college, and it was tough. But because of that experience, I think we were better for it actually than most students are in the long run for children and adults growing up. We became very resourceful and learned how to take care of ourselves, and our parents required that we did that. And they had maybe provided about 5% of what we needed to get through school. So I basically had some few supplies offered by my parents, and a little bit of pocket money to buy shampoo, and that was about it.
Well, as a financial advisor and a supporter of education, why did you decide to name Hawaii Community Foundation in your charitable remainder trust?
In 1998, my husband of about 20 years died quite suddenly of a brain aneurysm, and I wasn't prepared for that on many levels. But that is what motivated me. I mean, I realized, and that's too late, I think. I was 43 years old. I think that's too late for us to realize and have a wake-up call. We need a wake-up call, much younger in time. But that's what made me think. We didn't have children together, not by our own design. We tried, and I could tell you stories about how much we paid and how much we tried, but we were not able to have children together. So after that happened, I did some soul searching, and a few years later, I created a charitable remainder trust to give the bulk of my assets to a charity I initially kept secret for quite a while because I was on a number of boards at the time. Didn't know how to tell them. But I picked one specifically. I picked my preparatory academy, and I wanted them to get scholarships from the money to have an opportunity that I didn't have. And it wasn't for Maui Prep. It was for students in the community that went to Lahaina Luna and other places, Camp Third. Students who deserved a break, and their parents simply couldn't afford to get them the same education, but they would perhaps be able to go to Maui Prep as a result of that. And when I was drawing up those documents, I learned about all the charitable benefits, of course, that go along with that. And I want to encourage you to look into that for yourselves because there are some wonderful benefits that can come to you as well. But more importantly, I learned through the help of my attorney at the time that Hawaii Community Foundation is not just a broad-reaching administrative arm that can help us, but they can carry on my legacy for years and years after I'm long gone. And so in my case, the charity that I chose, if something happened to them when they got renamed or some change happened, I could trust them to find another that would further what I want to have happen long after I'm gone. So because of their track record, their great administrative skills, their outreach into the community, I was without hesitation, I said, I want them to handle this when I'm gone.
Well, thank you, Dennis, for your commitment. We also partner with others in our community to help Hawaii students achieve their dream of higher education. As I think we mentioned earlier, last year, Hawaii Community Foundation gave out $4 million in scholarships statewide. And that's for a total, or a little over 1,400 students statewide that receive scholarships for getting that college degree. Today we have several Maui scholarship recipients in the audience with us today. Can those who have received a scholarship please stand up with your family, and we'd love to acknowledge you. And we know that the families are right there with the students, really making it happen, so thank you both. We also have some amazing scholarship ambassador volunteers with us who patiently take the time to review the thousands, as you were wondering or someone had asked, of applications that we receive and help to make the decisions on who receives the award. Will those, Janice and the other scholarship ambassadors, will you please stand and be acknowledged? We'd love to thank you for that. It's a tough task. Students have some amazing achievements. But I cannot leave out the scholarship donors. With those who have contributed to a scholarship fund, please stand. Thank you for your partnership and believing in the importance of supporting our future leaders.
Absolutely.
Legacy donors like Janice and our scholarship donors are just two examples of the incredible people that we get to work with. I really think that we have the greatest job in the world because of the people we get to work with. To make the impact that they've always wanted to. Our role is to create partnerships with you and others in the community and to tackle tough problems so that we can build stronger communities. These are partnerships that include the incredible people on the ground that provide the services in our nonprofit community. And I think there are many folks that are also on the boards that are here with the nonprofit community, and thank you for that. But I really want to talk a little bit about Flex, which is our grants program that's about making lasting change, because it's difficult to do and harder to achieve. But it is why we are all in the social sector. We want to see positive changes for people and for our communities. Our role is to help those who do good do greater. And as a funder working with donors, we know we can only be successful if Hawaii's nonprofits are effective and adequately supported. The Foundation's Flex Grants is a program that supports high-performing organizations with unrestricted funding. In 2014, Hawaii Community Foundation and our donors awarded $4.2 million in unrestricted funding to 168 nonprofits across the state. And on Maui, there were 22 that received Flex unrestricted funding. We have a Flex grantee with us today. Makahana KDK, which means in working one learns. Can you please stand, Rick? This is Rick Ortiz, who is the CEO of Makahana KDK has received several grants from our clients and through the funds, multiple clients, and also from the Flex Grants program. And that's unrestricted funding for high-performing organizations. And she's going to actually talk a little bit about that, aren't you, Rick? Can you tell us about how that support from the Foundation's clients and the Flex Grants program helped your organization?
Well, we teach kids building skills in high school in Hana. And we don't do it sitting down at a desk. We do it jumping off roofs, doing double backflips, running all over the place. And if my hands looked like this, and I had to wear handcuffs with restricted money as our only money, there's no way we could do what we do. We just need to have the flexibility to make decisions at the time and what we need to do. I don't know what we're doing next week. I do know that with kids like Ethan and all our kids in Hana, we're going to allow them, we're going to teach them building skills, we're going to teach them to take care of their community. But what we're going to do, if we're going to build a house for a kahuna, if we're going to do a solar bathhouse for a large family, if Auntie falls down and she breaks a hip, and she's coming home next week, we got to drop everything we're doing because we got to get a 40-foot ramp around her house to let her come back home. So again, we respond to the needs of the community, and by having this unrestricted money, it allows us to serve our community better. And also the other part about the unrestricted money, it's a fine line, but when you do this every day, it's really nice to feel that we're on a team, that I'm working with real people who take the time to come out to Hana and look what it is, and be on our team that trust us to make a decision that don't micromanage.
Thank you, Rick, and I know that all
past years have shaped me into the man I am today. Makahana has given me a sense of self-worth. I remember walking into Algebra 1 my freshman year and failing everything the teacher would assign me to do. I was lost. Until I signed up for a class about building and construction, by this man right here, Mr. Ricker Tees. He applied learning in a whole different way. I wasn't put in front of a whiteboard or put outdoors at the job site. He made math fun and never stopped until I had it locked down in my brain. Also, I never did want to mess up. This was some family's home we were building, but they were gonna spend the rest of their lives in someday. Seeing the joy and tears in Kapuna's faces once they saw their very own home complete is the greatest high you could ever receive. All of our hard work pays off in that very moment, and I cannot thank Rick and his crew enough for all the memories and values that are now instilled in me. I plan to become a fireman and use the tools taught by Makahana to excel in my future endeavors.
I want to also thank all of you here today because you are allowing us to be your partner in giving and helping you do greater works in the community. In honor of everyone here today, we are going to be making a donation to Makahana Ki'ike. So mahalo for your continued partnership, and I'm sure that Rick and the team will share with us what that donation will end up doing, because they're very good about sharing with us the work that they do, as you can see. So thank you for that, Rick, and thank you.